So I'm going to set the cat amongst the pigeons right now, okay, and say that we have two retailers and two mall developers. I'm a moderator. I'm not taking sides. Uh, the question that keeps popping up all the time is, do mall developers need to spend so much money during festival promotions when retailers are only offering discounts and add-ons and, right? So there's a lot of money being spent. That's not the end of it. The second part of the question is, should mall developers spend that money during the festival promotions when all these discounts are happening, or should it happen during the lean season when there's a dip in sales? Because in a previous panel, somebody said with omni-channel retailing, what's happening is they would like a 13th month of sales to be added to the 12 months of sales that's happening. Actually, there's only 9 months of sale happening. 3 months is lean period. That 9 months of sale is being averaged across 12 months, right? So if we do promotions around the lean period as developers, do you think we'll be able to do more in terms of sales? And there's an uptick, and therefore you actually have 12 months of sale plus an omni-channel 13th month. I'll open it up to the developers first. Samir.
Well, thank you and good afternoon to everyone. Thank you for that. Was a great opening question. I would say, so being in India, which is known to be the land of festivals, now we have been, agreed that festivals were the time when everyone expected that sales would go up, and there was, and people used to, and still buy, and there's a lot of shopping that happens. But I think so the consumer behavior in the last few years has been changing enormously, There has been, today, nobody waits, the family doesn't wait for any particular festival to go and shop. So what we do over here is, we entice, and definitely, and we look for opportunities. We look for opportunities where, what can be celebrated? And we create these opportunities into an opportunity where the customers can come and shop. That's what we do, that's how we work. And that's how the calendar is being made. Now, these opportunities could be right from once we start with a new financial year. It could be your summer vacation, where we get the families, where we do a lot of activities with the kids, with children. So the whole aim over here is to increase the trading density of the kids, of the entertainment sector, as well as get more families in and create more footfalls. Now, similarly, it can be, so recently during this Olympics also we did, we took this opportunity and did a whole program for 10 days where we did this we created an arena where kids were registered, they came with registration, and they could do a lot of things, sporting events well within this arena. So this was again an opportunity that was created. Apart from that, we also did, and we were quite successful last year, and even this year we repeated, which was the Lulu Wedding Utsav, which we created as a festival by itself. So wedding is a big thing in India, and it has to go on for months. So we created that into festival, and then I'm sure that the way we did it, and last year we did, Lulu Mall Lucknow won a lot of awards in different forums for that. So it got, and we said, okay, let's do it again. So, and it also, converted into the increase of in the category sales of that, of targeted brands. So yes, we need to, we cannot depend on certain, it is not like Diwali, Christmas, Holi, let's do these three, and rest of the period we sit down. No, that cannot be, because every 12 months, each month in these 12 months in a year, we need to do something where we try to engage people, get people in the mall, create footfalls, and relevant footfalls, and keep on, doing certain things. So definitely, yes, I agree with that, and we do that. We try to do that. We keep on creating opportunities where people come and they shop with us, or they come and experience us.
So which means Samir is doing not just festival promotions, he's doing off-festival promotions. Nice budgets.
Well, I wouldn't comment on that, but yes, we need to work around with what we have and make the best out of it. That's what is all about, because you can create something. It all upon your ideation, and some ideas work, some do not work. But whatever works, is great. We go ahead with that and we make it better next year.
So I just want to give one input from the brand side, which I think it's missing. Mall has the budget, they have plans ready on the Excel that what they want to do. But somehow before making the plans, they are not discussing with the brands that what actually they wanted, which all categories are in fashion and trends. We talk about the Gen Z, we talk about the millennials, but somehow which all categories are growing and which is required, particular that moment, how which all brands can be part of that particular activity to grow, and along with that, which all consumers can be part, which are not coming to the mall, like licensee category, which is growing very fast. So few people still see that licensee category, enemies and all, is just kids are being, get enthusiasm with that category. But during one of the event in Pacific Mall, we have Japanese enemies, that event. I've seen parents dressed up with the enemies just because kids wanted their parents to be like that. So it's a kids bringing the entire family to be dressed up in the same manner. So all these inputs is from my side.
Sure. So what we do is, when you talk about when we are making the plans, definitely there's a marketing plan which is being prepared earlier for the year. But yes, we are very flexible, because what we do is every month when we sit and we do our reviews and we see what category is needs any support or help, or maybe there are certain things that is in trend. So we try to work around and we push those. And definitely we do communicate with the brands that this is what we are going to do. And in fact, sometimes we do category promotions. When we do category promotions, we create a whole arena at our cost, and we ask them to come over and participate in that, because again, we want to get that, something like you see that some category which is working now, or something which is in fashion. So let's get all of them and boost it more. We create that, we spend money to create that whole infrastructure, and we ask the retailers to please come in and display your latest, what do you have? And yes, we do that, and I think so. If, we will ensure that we reach out to you as well, and in particular.
Yeah, so there's a myth, festive period is starting from October ending with Christmas and Diwali, Dishara, and Christmas. So what we do as in Orion Mall, we ensure each month is a large-scale activity which create a festivity in itself. Because, I'm sure each and retailers do something or the other each month, because at the end we have to be active and ensure the customer are we are more in the eyes of the customer. We are more relevant, throwing more offers, more campaigns, correct? So at the same time, we ensure not only focusing on 3 months, because business doesn't happen only 3 months. Yes, I agree with you. Most of the business, if you say 40%, 50% may happening brand to brand, mall to mall, happening in these 3 months. Same time, we have to be relevant. As far as the question of concern for the lean period, yes, there are lean periods depend upon the demography and regional specific. Each month, each demography have different. Example, for the most of the malls, September is the most lean month. So normally when we have seen that there is good dip in the month of September, but yet we cover up in the month of October, November, December. And we have very dynamic, very diversified plan. We ensure we touch upon each category, not only focusing on decor, or could be a music activity, it could be any kind of only the activity around kids or a women. We ensure touch upon each and every category throughout the month, especially, giving example of Celio. I think we closely work with Celio with doing a cross-promotion activity, giving them display space, rolling up the activity, getting a sponsorship from the Celio. We got good sponsorship from Celio this month. Thank you for this. I'm hoping for Lacoste this time.
I hear that.
It's a sales pitch also.
So you missed my window, and I'll certainly discuss it offline.
I think we can close the deal right now.
Okay, so you asked two questions, and allow me to answer both the questions separately. The first one is, should you really invest this much money? So if you see, as in what is mall these days and what is retailer these days, you are an air-conditioned park. You are as a developer, as a mall, you are an air-conditioned park. That's one. Second, you are a meeting point too. What happens in a bigger cities these days? As in where exactly you have the avenue to go during these period? Where will you go to celebrate, to gather, etc.? So what happens if you are creating a carnival? You expect brands to come and put up their shop. Now, when you are spending to create a big carnival, And if I'm not offering any discount to you or to the customer, then there is no point. When customer is coming to the carnival, he's expecting something or other from the shop which are available there. So it's like you are bringing and you are not offering ice cream. So I have to do that as well. Second, I also have my plan in and around that festivity also, wherein I also want to sell my product to the end consumer. Now, because of you creating a carnival, bringing a lot of footfall in the mall, it is the right opportunity also for me to offer something to the footfall that has already arrived within the mall. So I think if you are doing it and I'm not doing it, then it's not happening. It is directly proportional, not the inversely proportional. That's point number one. Point number two, if you are investing during the lean period when customer is anyways not buying, there is no point even if I am giving 80% off because there is no customer in the mall. So should you put all your money in the lean period, and why there is a lean period? Let me just give you an example. If there is a lean period of Shraddh in North India, even if you put a carnival, people will not come. And even if I put a discount, people will not buy. So yes, festivity, traditionally in India, as in festivity is the period where you should really create the aura around it. The festivity is the feeling of happiness around it, and people will buy, come and buy. So I think it is always together and not separately. That's one. Second, as Lokesh was mentioning, we do a lot of activity as a brand within our shop. Most of the time, there is a communication gap between what we are doing and what you are doing. So mall, for example, you are putting a huge statue of something, and then you are creating a story around it during Diwali, during Durga Puja, whether my activities are linked around it or not. So yes, our marketing calendar and the way we want to present ourselves are not synced to that extent. And as we were discussing offline, for the first time in India, we launched an exclusive product to India during this Diwali, which we called Celebrate with Lacoste, Golden Moments with Lacoste. We did it, we informed to almost all the malls in India. Some noticed it, they pushed it through various channels that they had, and we had amazing response around it, but some missed it. And my friend Rahul also missed it. So I'm saying we need to communicate more, we need to collaborate more, and we should spend our money together rather than spending separately. That's to answer both of your questions.
Do you want to tell us what the special product you launched was? Because most people don't seem to know about it.
Okay, so the product that we launched was a Lacoste kurta. So this is not a new product that we launched. It was always there. A couple of years back, we changed the fit from regular to slim fit. This was always there in the wardrobe, but we amplified the product in a way that we found amazing response. Within 3 weeks of the product launch, we sold about 70% of the total quantity that was available with us. So we saw an amazing product, amazing storytelling around it, and that also gives us more confidence that something of this sort can be done in future as well.
Did we all miss it?
No. Since I'm not present in Lulu, so he can say.
Lokesh, did you have anything special to do this year, or which is your most memorable festival?
So we are good at linens. We are good at licensee. So this year we have launched a new collection, which is a UFC collection licensee that we have collaborated and we have launched. The day we launched it, within 15 days, we got the 70 to 72% sell through in the stores. Okay. Yeah, and few more collections like for winter wear, we have lined up Chimonix Mont Blanc collection, which will be getting live, I think, within a day or two. So in that range, we are bringing all imported collections from France directly, and we are going to put a different way altogether, what brand positioning is all about.
Interesting that the panel has two French retailers.
Yes, yeah.
So probably the question comes how to make it more strengthening. Like an example, in case we have 2 malls right now, I'm sure there are many malls developers are also here. In case of missing the communication with a very good campaign you are mentioning, if you are missing, it's a question mark to both of us. Whether it is you are biased to sharing the communication to other people, not to me, or could be I am missing it, and vice versa. So somewhere we have to strengthen because good campaign also help us to flourish both of us. Example, if I'm putting the Lacoste communication in my communication, People are not coming only for Lacoste. It's helping the Celio also and vice versa. Coming to the point, when we do a good collaboration with each other, see the majority of challenges are there, and all challenges are almost similar to all the malls and both sides. Example, when there is a question comes to alliances, you have a French brand guys have their own governance and own regulations, own guidelines, correct? And which is not suiting to the Indian culture, Indian style of operation and marketing. Second question comes to money part. At the same time, I am running the mall, which is asset driven, and I have 250 plus retailers. So my inclination towards all the retail can't be same, because at the same time I have a limited space. And there is saying called only like, crying baby get the milks. So you depend upon the brand to brand how aggressive you are in tie-ups. Sometimes you help me, sometimes I help you, and so on and so forth. See, probably I can give you an example of Celio. Almost from last 5 years, we are actually all campaigns are amplifying at the mall, and I think you are getting the results also.
No, we are getting the result. What he's mentioning is that because I think the cost is more based towards the north. So what things he's mentioning is maybe the communications between the brand side and the mall side is not helping the brand in that particular region to grow. So if we can help him out in terms of giving and communicating him what all things you are going to do in that particular month. So one thing which I have mentioned in the earlier discussion also. So somehow the communication and the calendar which you are already making at the year starting, why not you circulate to the brand people at the starting of the year, so that we can also make a plan that which all month where we are going to struggle or we are struggling in the previous year months, we will participate, so that similarly we will utilize your resources, and where we have the budgets in our hand, we will going to help you out in those months. So it's a win-win situation to both the ends, so that we can help each other out and grow together.
No, Rahul, just to add what Lokesh is showing. So what is happening, Rahul, these days, as in lot of brand, and be it international brand also, they are actually emphasizing on the regional content, the regional culture. So it's not that someone sitting somewhere abroad and deciding as, there's a lot of liberty these days to all the brands to create something of your own region, and then you can market it. At least I can tell you that about the brand I represent. So that's there to do. The second point, when you say, when I come to you, the kind of a rate card that you send to me, 40 lakh rupees for one banner, this is my entire month budget, this is my 6 months budget. Then what does that do? Akshay is sitting there, he will bring that PPT to me and I'll say, okay, keep it Akshay, and send no to this guy. Now you are saying, why aren't you after my life? How many times will I be after your life? So you also rationalize your rate card in a way that I can really come to you and do something with you. As far as local content is concerned, as in we all are creating a lot of local content these days. You go to my social media page and you will see thousands of content I am publishing and people are sharing it. One of my content Akshay created has more than 500,000 views on one product. So I'm saying that is there. We can do that. But yes, as Lokesh was mentioning a couple of times, you create your calendar in your way, then you don't share it with us, and then you say, I'm spending a lot of money, and retailers what are they doing? They are just putting 50% off on their product.
I want to know what is 40 lakhs now. Which mall is giving 40 lakhs of bill to you? Probably that mall is not in the country.
No, I'm just putting a number. It's not that you are putting 40 lakhs. It could be 60 lakh in your case, but I'm saying 40 lakhs is just a number.
No, so let me add something over here. Now, I think so. The intent for both the parties is the same, right? So what happens is, and what I talk to my team and I definitely tell them is, the intent is there, but what happens when the whole intent, when it starts percolating down?
Yeah.
It somehow it loses, and then the communication. That's what you're saying, that there's a gap in the communication. Basically, so what I say is, to fix this gap is only the last person in your channel would be the person who's your store in charge. Now, your store in charge should have all the data, all your creatives and everything, your videos and everything with him, because he's your representative and he's going to run the show, right? And he's responsible to ensure that his sales of the store, particularly his store where he's in charge, has to grow, right? Because he has to answer to somebody. And now, similarly, I have a POC. The mall has a POC within the marketing department whose job is to ensure that we publish all the data which is received from the brand. What happens is if we push these two people, and which are two most important people than all of us sitting over here, and if these two people are held responsible and they keep in turn pushing each other, then you'll see there's a lot of difference that will come because, oh, okay, Lokesh has sent me something, maybe once, twice, or to my marketing department, he has sent something and they have not published it. Okay, maybe they missed it once, twice, then Lokesh has the access and he knows that, okay, where to go, where to reach out and let us know. But that doesn't happen. I'll tell you that social media is totally free for everyone and it is available for all the brands to come and participate with us. We have good number of followers and everything. It doesn't cost anything for anyone. So it's just that you knock and you let us know that this is what is. And I would say that 20 to 25% of retailers we have in our mall who are very particular, actually they keep sending us every other day and it seems like this is their page. Because they've realized the value of it and they know that this is for free and they keep on sharing with us and we in turn, so Manjeet is sitting over here. So what I say, I have told my team that every movie that is coming in, before the release of every movie, you need to ensure that this movie from the cinema manager, not from their marketing. I'm not going to the marketing. Cinema manager has to give to you because he's the person who's responsible to run the show and you're responsible to run the mall. So let both of them collaborate and get this. I'm sure this will yield results. It's only that whom we put the responsibility hat on.
So the store manager, So the store manager at each of these malls should be empowered to a certain extent to be able to take these decisions and make these calls.
They just have to go to their vertical, the marketing, and get the the creative. When I do a mall walk, and I see, I'll name a brand. I'll not name a brand, but I was walking through and I saw this video which was playing, and it has a Bollywood face to it. I said, why is this not on my page? I said, this cannot. You are running it over here. That means it's a genuine thing. And you have spent so much money. Why it cannot be shared with me? So I ensured that next day it is up on my page. So we need to ensure that, and it's a store manager, he has to just give it.
So the other thing is that during festival promotions, the mall is investing in decor, promotions, category promotions, rewards, shows, music, cinema, whatever. What Abhishek is saying is that, I don't want to get stuck with a huge bill. What we are saying, or what the malls are saying, is that if you guys come together and come in as supporting partners, right, for a certain festival, so somebody takes, a bunch of tenants takes on the decor aspect of it, comes in as partner, so we can do a better decor, right? We have a certain budget. 100 rupees ka budget hai, 200 kar sakte hain, right? So similarly, we have a lot of these things that happen, all these promotions, category promotions happen. We need to get together, we need to share calendars, we need to be able to collaborate better. We're not talking about sharing databases and stuff. There's a prohibition on that, or there's going to be a prohibition on that. But we can actually share information, at least of what we're doing, to be able to do better things. Lokesh.
Yeah. So see, definitely not what you are saying is that, we will participate in the decor cost of the mall because the budgets with the brand is very limited. But another thing which I want to highlight is that, brand always struggle with a lot of things. If you see the throughputs in terms of selling brand in a fresh, these days are declining very fast. So only your 50-55% merchandise only sells in fresh. Rest, most of the time, we are either on forced sometime by the mall that they are going on a sale. You have to participate. It's part of the agreement. It's part of, different things. Sometimes bunch of vouchers that we have to give, that definitely you give it to your consumers. So brands struggle with the ROI in between that only. Participating, which you are saying in the decor part, is little.
Just an example.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ways of
But yes, I think most of the brands, they participate in terms of giving the vouchers, barter in terms of the merchandise. So I give you a very, very good example. So in Lulu Mall, just opposite to our store, there is a selfie point. Most of the places, they have created a selfie point. So I saw most of the couples, they come and they just click a picture. So I told my staff that be ready with the shackets which we recently launched, and give these guys. Let them wear it and have a beautiful selfie in Lulu. And few guys, they tried it, and then somehow they converted two of them out of that. So we need to initiate such sort of things to help each other out.
To answer your question, yes, we can do if we have a better visibility, because I have my own plan, I have my own budget.
Absolutely.
If we can have that visibility, whether we can collaborate. For example, if in case one of my store is not working in a particular region, and then you come up with to me saying that, okay, let's do something for this micro market, whether we can really educate the people around this mall that you are present in this mall, we can certainly do that, but it shouldn't be only one way, because please understand, you already have that revenue share wala part with you. The more I earn, you earn that ways. Now and whatever sale that I do. So I need to shell out more money, A, in terms of marketing promotion charges, B, in terms of discounting, and C, in terms of the revenue charge. So if in case you are saying, okay, come, let's collaborate and do this campaign, and whatever revenue that you are generating out of this campaign, there will be no revenue share on this. Be happy, let's come, discuss, debate, and how we can do it. I think together we all can and we should.
We've been given a warning. So I asked the retailers what were their best results, or what was the report card, what are they proud of. They both gave it. I have to ask the mall developers also, which has been your best festival promotion this year or the previous year or whatever it is. What are you proud of? Rahul, you too.
So, if you ask about festival, which I said that we try to celebrate every month and create a festival out of every month as an opportunity. But yeah, if you speak about festival, I think so the biggest bet being in North India, what I would say is that what we created around Diwali and try to merge along with the wedding season.
This year?
And yeah, last year also it worked, and this year we're trying to make it better. I think so that is where, because it's not for particular, a few days. It's for a season, and that's how it helps. So I think so. We did a lot of effort. We took a lot of effort to ensure that we push over there. But yes, I would again reiterate that it's not only the festival today. We need to think differently, and we need to ensure that, because for this to sustain both the parties, even the retailers and for us, we need to ensure that we keep on doing something or the other, keep engaging and creating a festival every month.
Rahul.
So, for the Orion Mall, we do decor in a very, very extensive way. Last year, we did an activity which involved the larger-than-life palace. And, I thought of doing something around the palace, which is the culture of India. And, when you say South India versus the other part of the country, we always have a difference of opinion. And culture is different, taste is different, language is different, the food is different. We thought of bringing all together in a festive mood, where we focused on all the culture together, whether it's the food, music, culture, and performances. It was taken up very well with the Bangalore community, and we got the good result in terms of the footfall and then sales for the brands, especially low cost.
Any questions to the panelists? Oh, Mr. Jay. Of course.
Till-
Of course.
Okay, so I completely agree with the panel. There should be a collaboration between the retailers and developers for almost all the activities. Why I restricted to marketing activities only? But I have my own inputs, my own thought process. See, when you talk about the sharing the cost of the marketing, etc., with the retailers, I have two observations here. One, a retailer comes to the mall because the mall promises certain degree of footfall, certain degree of right kind of TG. To attract that TG and to bring that footfall is mall's responsibility. Retailer's responsibility is that when the footfall comes, they want to ensure that they stay there and they buy from there. Second part is, I don't think there is even one single developer in the country or anywhere in the world who spends from their own pocket. You're charging rent, you're charging CAM, you're charging marketing fund. All the money actually is coming from the retailers. In fact, we should ask you, why don't you participate from your money while you are doing any promotions?
I totally agree with you, sir. On this point, we're not shelling out extra money and asking for extra money from any retailers. You are absolutely right. You are putting CAM, put together. Understand, sir. We are asking for additional money for additional support to you. The event part, the activity part, the mall running part, putting the right TG at the mall to feed each and every retailer, each category wise, it's our responsibility. And all the malls in the country are doing pretty well to ensure that mall is buzzing throughout the year, all days, so that the industry is getting flourished. We are asking for additional money for additional support because at the same time we have a limited real estate assets. Example, one particular signages. Normally, when we go to any retailer, they ask for single questions. I want signage. I want promotional activity. Understand, each mall have a limited space in terms of promotional activity and signages. In case a particular mall have 250 plus retailers, we can't ensure each and every retailer get their pie every time. Only thing is that the more you ask for, the more we have a lucrative way to understand each other and look for a solution. Could be a discounted rate, could be a free of cost sometime. In case my occupancy is less, the space is available, we may give it to you on a very lucrative, very notional rate. Same time, we have to ensure each and every brand is treated equally throughout the year.
Not 60 lakhs. Sir. Any other question? Any other question?
For him, 50% discount, 20 lakhs.
I guess we're out of time. If you have any questions, we are around. You can still ask us off stage. Thank you so much, gentlemen.